Hello everyone and welcome to Blog Runner Everything and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to what's going to be a match review for FC Barcelona's the disappointing, underwhelming 1-1 draw against Rayo Vallecano. I should probably, try to put some positivity in this. Here are the positives. The first positive is that Xavi Hernandez has maintained his record of never having lost a match immediately after an international break, which, used to happen quite a lot at Barca. I guess that's a good thing. The other positive is that Pedri turned 21 years old today. Yeah, those are the positives. Okay, sure. Lamine Yamal did look pretty good in spells, as you would expect from a teenager. But it again just puts into perspective the fact that Barcelona are out here depending on a teenager to dig them up out of holes, which, honestly speaking, he shouldn't even have any business doing, because this team should be playing better than it's playing. They should be playing better football than Rayo Vallecano. But of course, that's not what happened. Now, Xavi, of course, did have his complaints post-match about penalties that Barcelona wasn't given. I'm not going to say he doesn't have a point. I agree. Certain calls that have been made, Hetafe, we should have gotten penalties and we didn't. So, he does have a point, but at the end of the day, our problem is not that we're not getting penalties. Our problem is that we are not playing good football. Okay, right now, if you ran down the list of teams in La Liga to say these are the teams that are playing good football, you'd probably get to somewhere like 10th before you mention Barcelona. And that's just because there's nobody else to mention who's playing good football. Okay, it's just the fact of the matter. This team looks like it needs preseason. That's what this team is playing like. Like, they didn't have a preseason, and like they need to go through preseason to actually know each other and understand each other's roles and know what they're supposed to do when they're on the pitch. Which, anyway, I guess I talked a lot about that in the previous two uploads, so I'm not really going to dwell on it too much. And I'm not going to dwell on this game too much either, because there's more disappointment coming up ahead against FC Porto. And right now, I'm looking at this team and I'm honestly thinking, I don't see how this team is going to win any match up until, they play Valencia, or probably, up until they play Antwerp. Antwerp is probably the one game where I'm thinking, surely Barcelona should be strong enough to win that game. But, surprises never cease with this team, so I'm not going to put any money on that. In fact, maybe you should put money on the teams that are playing Barca, because, there's probably going to be some good value in putting money on them to win. Anywho, well, I don't really know honestly what to say about this game. It really wasn't good. I watched most of the first half, turned it off, watched a bit of Man City Liverpool, then went back to watching this game after that. And honestly speaking, it's so disappointing. I guess another upside here is that they weren't as bad as they were against Alaves during the first half, and only because they didn't concede within, 17 seconds. It took them about 40 minutes before they conceded this time around. And, Iñaki Peña did have to pull some saves off, but, just generally speaking, Barca not getting any decent shots in. It's kind of like continuing from that Shakhtar game where they didn't have any shots on target. And, I don't know how we beat Alaves with minimal shots on target, right? A wonder header and a penalty. And this time around, took an own goal. So, this team just isn't at all encouraging in the final third. And unless there's some magic coming from a kid like Lamine, I don't see how they're going to trouble anyone that they're going to play. Get us to that winter break already. I'm tired of watching. And physically I've been tired from the week I had, and I had to watch that. And really not looking forward to this FC Porto game. But yeah, let's see what happens there. Otherwise, these are my thoughts. That's the match review, guys. I thank you for tuning in. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in, and Forza Barça.